Hello everybody, today I'm very excited to take a look at probably the best cheap GoPro alternative in the market right now, and yes, I will do proper testing with it and will take you on a ride with my bicycle. So this is the VicTsing OD010B, an action sports camera that is capable of recording in 4K Ultra HD. Now believe it or not, this camera currently costs just about 100 euros on Amazon, that are roughly $110 US. A GoPro Hero 4 Silver costs about $420 on the same Amazon DE site. Thanks a lot to VicTsing for sending me this very interesting product to take a look at. Now in the box we get 3 smaller white ones, well organized and labeled. Everything unboxed, wow, for $110 you get a lot of accessories, a lot. The camera itself inside this waterproof case, and now let's name all the rest without breathing. A fixed base, protective cover not waterproof, 2 different back clamps, adhesive mounts, bicycle stand, a base and adapter, 4 cable ties, 3 different switch supports, another fixed base, 2 adhesive tapes, 2 straps, 2 batteries in total, a wire rope, a micro USB data cable cleaning cloth, and the user's manual. Now let's talk about the specs real quick. This VicTsing 4K action camera features the Sony IMX117 image sensor, adjustable 170, 140, 110 and 70 degree lens, video resolutions, the most important ones, UHD 24fps, QHD 30fps, Full HD 60fps, Full HD 30fps, HD 120fps, and VGA 240fps. 2-inch HD LCD display, H.264 video compression encoding, image resolution up to 20 megapixels, 5120 by 3840 pixels, storage 1 microSD card slot with support for 8 to 64 gigabytes with class 10 or above, single 2-second 5 and 10 second self-timer, time-lapse recording of 100, 200, 500 milliseconds or 1 or 5 seconds, 1 micro USB 2.0 and Micro-HDMI connection, 5V 1A power source, 3.7V 1050 mAh lithium-ion battery, and finally dimensions 59 by 41 by 31 mm. The bare camera itself is really small, as you can see, and comes with that nice rubberized surface. The battery is pre-installed, and just to let you know, when purchasing this camera, you're getting 2 identical batteries. That's nice. On the left of the screen are the charging and operation indicators. Since this is a pretty tiny cam, it doesn't come with a lot of buttons, so the power button doesn't come with just a single function. It's also acting as a mode switch. With a single press, you're navigating through video mode, photo and playback mode, as well as the settings. The OK button, when in any of the shooting modes, acts as the shutter or record button, and play pause in playback mode. Surprisingly, we're getting a quite impressive amount of settings to choose from, which came rather unexpected to me. A nice bonus is the fact that this wide-angle action cam can also be used as a webcam when connected to a USB port of a computer. With all these accessories, mounts and supports included, you can get really creative with installing this camera on your helmet, bicycle, or wherever else it might be. In my case, these were the parts I used for my cycling trip. They seem to work fine, and they in fact do, but with lots of vibration on the roads I was biking on, the parts slowly did come loose, and tightening the bolts more firmly doesn't seem to be helping all that much. But what about the video and image quality? Come take a look and watch me on my ride. So this VicTsing 4K action camera indeed can be seen as a pretty good, if not the best, cheap GoPro alternative. The video and image quality is really impressive for an action camera. The exposure is well balanced, something not every sports cam is capable of, and being able to record in 4K at just $110 is extraordinarily impressive, I'd say. However, the footage may look sharp and all, but with a frame rate of just 24 FPS, it's not suitable at all for action, something this camera actually is meant for. But full HD 1080p recording at 60 FPS is a whole different story. You're getting some very usable footage at that setting. Slow motion at HD 720p with 120 FPS is pretty decent, and I wonder what those people in the distance must have been thinking about me doing that weird things with my hand. Yes, people saw me do that. But yeah, very decent wide-angle shots can be achieved, and note, I've been recording everything at 170 degrees to get as much field of view into the frame as possible. The audio quality is not very satisfying though. Sure, the GoPro doesn't deliver great audio either, but at least it's somewhat usable. With this VicTsing, I wouldn't consider the audio track to be usable, but for an action camera, I don't really care about audio all that much. The battery life is okay, nothing special really. Oh, and you actually can power up the cam with a power bank without any battery installed. With the Final Cam app available for Android and iOS devices, you can remotely monitor and control the camera, but the app sure does need some tweaking, as it does come with quite a few bugs. But how many of us actually trust and use the Wi-Fi feature on a camera anyway? The price-performance ratio is excellent nonetheless at a price of only $110 compared to about $420 of the GoPro. With that said, I can definitely recommend this VicTsing 4K action camera. Man, does it deliver for the price, even though it's not entirely perfect. Definite Gold Award for probably the best and cheapest GoPro alternative. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next one.